Hey guys, how you doing? This is Asamo here. Hey, what you're looking at right now is a live map of earthquakes that's happening. It's from Quakes Globe Accidental Maps.com, and you can see all the live earthquakes that are happening. And as you can see around our side of the Ring of Fire, down here in Alaska, 4.4, and then a 2.7, and on, and then Canada right up here you'll see a 3.7. It was 4 point something before, and then Canada again 3.4. There's a live one here that happened here, 2.3 around there, 4.4 Central California exactly 3 hours ago, and down the line here, and then all the way down to Mexico 4.8, which is a 5, and then Oklahoma 3.0, and then you have I believe Tennessee at 2.1. And I've said about a couple years ago, about a year ago actually, when Oklahoma, when people were talking about Oklahoma having an earthquake, there was no such things, but now that's like a common thing that's happening. So, there's a straight line here of earthquakes that are happening, and then around here there's like a bunch of earthquakes, and then as you know, around Chile there's always a lot of earthquakes happening at 4.0, 4.5, 4.9, I'm sorry, and right over here a 5.7, so forth here as well. And then looking down at the other side of the Ring of Fire, you can see in Japan some activity is happening there as well, 4.9 and a 5.0. And this is the same spot where the original earthquake was, when they had the 11-point earthquake, when they had that big old tsunami that happened. So it seems like there's, ever since then, it's just been earthquakes there all the time. So, and you can see the aftershocks there is a 4.7. I believe, personally, there's been a kind of a crack on the earth, you would say. So ever since that happened, it just seems like there's something going on. And as you can see, it's a straight line of earthquakes here, all the way down here to Turkey and yeah, Turkey and right down here in Afghanistan and so forth. It's like a straight line. If you had a ruler, you can see that earthquake happening here as well. And then I forgot to mention right here as well in the Atlantic, 4.9 and 4.7 as well. And why earthquakes? Because it's happening. It's happening. And I thought this one article here, I thought you guys would be kind of interested, and I just came across this one here. It says that warnings, the moon and the sun and the gravitational force is causing a shift on the San Andreas fault. And so this is the first time I've heard something like that, where the moon and the sun's gravitational forces causing a terrifying shift in the San Andreas fault. Now, San Andreas fault, as you know, is obviously in near California and so forth, and people are fearing for the big one that's happening. And you know, about a month ago, I had a vision or a dream about an earthquake that was going to happen, and which didn't happen. And I think there are a lot of people who are praying against that, which is great. We don't want an earthquake, obviously, and stuff, but we know a big one's going to happen. It's going to happen because the Bible talks about it in the last days. And so these things are going to happen because the creation cries out. So I thought it was kind of interesting on this earthquake report here, and I'm doing it live right now, as you can see. And that article about the sun and the moon has an effect with the gravitational force on a San Andreas fault, and it's kind of interesting that they would say San Andreas fault. Why not say like in different parts of the world? But it says that the actual moon and sun gravitational force causing a terrifying earthquake, or San Andreas Faults shiftings and stuff. So I don't know if it has something to do with connecting with the current earthquakes that are happening right now as we speak, but I thought it was kind of interesting that this article popped up at the same time as well. So As you can see, there's the little picture right there of the San Andreas Faults and so forth and stuff. Um, yeah, we don't know exactly when these things will happen, but we know it's gonna happen, and I guess I'll share with that vision I had of the tsunamis and earthquakes and so forth. I know a lot of people and people I've wrote and talked to that have had actual tsunami dreams and stuff like that, and I've had that back all the way back in was it 2010 or 11 on. And just to share with you, I had a tsunami dream when the I guess the Indonesia one happened, and I had a dream about it, and I woke up and the next morning, well, actually it wasn't that much longer, but then I heard about the Indonesia tsunami that happened. Well, it was kind of interesting on that, but then I had another tsunami dream, and the next morning of the night of whatever, I had the dream of a tsunami hitting, and that was the Japanese tsunami, with the big earthquake, and that happened, and I believe in 2011, if I'm getting this right here. But so I haven't had anything for a while until like I guess this year and closing of last year as well. And it seems like a lot of people I've talked to have had a lot of tsunami dreams as well. And all of a sudden, I believe in May, I had a dream about a major earthquake that was going to happen, and I don't want to scare anybody about it, but I did have a dream about that, and other people have as well. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if this means that there's going to be some big things that are going to happening, but I thought this article was kind of interesting on that, as you can see on that. So this is the first time I've seen something that actually said something about the moon and the sun gravitational force terrifying and causing a shift on the San Andreas faults. So, what's kind of weird also is that I've noticed like last night, um, looking out in the stars and it just seems like there's something going on, and I believe the Bible also talks about the stars in the heavens, and these are all signs, and I also reported one time about the blood moons and stuff like that, which didn't quite happen, and but there was a lot of other people who have talked about that right now. So um, just to let you know about this kind of interesting article here that has to do with the moon and the sun's causing these things to happen as well. So just keep alarm, know what's going on, and know that these are the last days, definitely, of what's happening here. And here's that closing of that picture right here again of this earthquake here, of all these multiple ones that are popping up here, and look at this huge one in Japan as well, and then right here in China as well, and then there's a lot of them in Turkey. I mean, this straight line of earthquakes even coming across here. I'm glad that I can be able to show you this to you as well. So as you can see, this red dot here just happened not too long ago. So that's about it, and just giving my reports today of these earthquake of July the 19th, and so just keeping aware of what's going on, not to be scared of it, but I suggest, I know Paul talked about it too, me and Paul had a show when we were talking about earthquakes, and this is definitely a good time to stock up on some water and some food and stuff like that, and maybe some of you people have like propanes and stuff like that, and that's a good time to stock up on that. And we're going back to the hot weather here in the West Coast, and seems like we're getting more of the hot um, temperatures that are popping up in different parts of the world, not only in the U.S. but also in the U.K. as well. Because I've looked at the other reports on that how things are warming up and that. So we remember we're going through that cold cycle of whatever this coldness, and now we're getting to that hotness and stuff. And usually I've noticed at night too it's been pretty warm too, so I don't know how it is in yeah your other parts of the world and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure you guys are experiencing that, but there's a lot of activities happening. And I believe also there's that's kind of neat is that the Lord was showing me kind of things that are happening in the natural and the spiritual realm as well. So um, that might be kind of out of the box for some of you people, but these are happening. It's happening in the spiritual realm, meaning spiritual activities as well. And there's a lot of angelic things happening, and also there's a lot of demonic things happening as well, but also in the natural, and not this topic right here is all about earthquakes and stuff, but there's other things as well happening as well. So just be aware. I don't know. I'm not saying that the Lord's coming back today or tomorrow, but He's coming very soon. I believe so. And this goes with that Matthew, I believe it's 24. I don't have the scriptures right in front of me, but these times. And again, look at this line, man. I mean, it's incredible. It's like these little popcorn lines right over here, just right over here. Even the state, United States. Look at that. I mean, I'm just gonna pull it over here again, as you can see. I mean, wow. Look at that line right there. Tennessee, um, Oklahoma, right there, the straight line here, and activities happening down here near California and Mexico and so forth. I mean, right here, you can definitely see that there. And then again, I'm going to leave you with this article again, where it says, if I can get it up here. Okay, there we go. Where it says, warning, Moon and Sun's gravitational forces terrifying shift in the San Andreas faults. Again, the article is kind of interesting that it just majors on the San Andreas fault, and not just other parts of the world. I mean, it could have said, the moon and the sun, gravitational force causing earthquakes around the world, but no, it's talking about the San Andreas fault. So this could this be meaning that things are about to burst and stuff happening? I don't know. So that's about it. I hope you guys having a good time and praying for you guys, and write to me. Make sure you subscribe to me and let me know how you guys doing. And it's been a while me doing a live broadcasting, so that I'll be doing some more on that. And tune in for tomorrow as we do a live broadcast on live feed with the Genesis thing going on with Scott Schrader. So I'm sure it's going to be a great time, and he's got a lot of good things to say. So that's about it, you guys, and I hope you guys take care.
Dad,
Hey,
you saw your video live.
you did? That was